Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the first ever That's What She Said podcast. I'm Swordmaster 13X, or Joe, and with me today is...
Bill or GQ Master on That's What She Said.
And I am Otacon 120. Woo!
Woo! Alright, let's get down to business. A lot of topics going on That's What She Said. So, hey, have you guys seen the topic, are men supposed to feel insecure about their bodies? How do you feel
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have seen that topic.
How do you feel about your body?
Etera.
GQ, you go first.
I feel fine about my body. I like it myself, but I'm not sure if other people like it, but I don't really give a shit.
What about you, Otacon? Otacon!
I'm pretty much the same way. Like I don't care what other people think. I'm fine. Kind of tiny.
Well,
That's
I
what
like...
she said.
Yes, that's what she said. Anyways, I like my body. I mean, I'm skinny, but I have some muscle on me, so it's, it goes pretty well. Like, I'm not too skinny, but, I'm not too muscular. Anyways, what kind of exercise do you guys do? Since that topic talked a lot about exercising and all that.
Me, a little while ago, I was doing that P90X stuff. I think it was last year, and me and my brother, and sometimes his friends would join. Every it was a 3-month program, but every month or so, after the month, we'd kind of drift away from the program and start doing our own version of it and just picking and choosing which DVDs we wanted to do. And then after that, it just kind of faded out because my brother would go on a vacation to I don't know, Las Vegas or something, and then we'd just stop doing it altogether. And then we'd start up again 2 months later, and it's repeat basically.
What's
And right now,
P90X?
just doing nothing.
What's P90X? Never heard of that.
It's Tony Horton yells at you what you need to do, and then you do it, or he'll kill you.
So a workout video.
Yeah, it's a workout video. You pop in the DVD. They tell you to do shit. You do shit. I'm sure lots of people on That's What She Said have tried it. We got it by burning it off of some torrents. We actually first encountered it because my brother's friend bought it, the actual thing, and it was ridiculously priced. So we just torrented it, and then we just tried to follow the program as best we could. The Kenpo X is fucking fun. That was my favorite one. It was you do karate moves basically. Not very practical for an actual fight, but for cardio wise, it's pretty awesome. It was fun to do, and went by like that. It was a 45-minute DVD or something.
So it's like Taekwondo, really?
Yeah, no, Taekwondo is more just legs, right? But this had
but
arms and stuff.
Taekwondo is stuff that's more for fun and not, you wouldn't use in a fight.
I don't know, man. Some of those Taekwondo kicks are pretty fucking practical. You can knock someone's head off.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What about you, Jake? Or Joe? One of you.
Jake, go with Jake. Jake.
Losing him. Clear. Exercise. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
I don't really try much.
Jake, are you there?
This is going horribly. All right, Joe, why don't you go on? What exercise do you do?
Well, I run a lot and I lift weights. That's pretty much it. I don't do anything really unique. I mean,
how often do you run, and how long, distance-wise?
Well, depends on my mood. I can do a good 8 miles if I feel like it.
And what is it, daily or every other day, or just the weekend?
No, I can do 8 miles an hour. Well, I don't do it daily. Sometimes I do 4 to 5 miles. Around there.
Yeah, but do you run every day, or do you just run on the weekend? How often do you run?
Most days.
Most days? All right. See, because I would like to run, because I'd rather do cardio than muscle training, but I live in fucking Canada, and it's cold as shit. And that deters you from running.
Yeah. Did someone just IM?
I don't know. I heard Otacon typing, so he might have sent a message or something about his connection, maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Oh.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Much better.
All right, go. Exercise.
I guess he's doing exercise now.
I guess he's a fatty and he doesn't do exercise. And he's trying to dodge the question. Fatty.
All right.
What kind of exercise do you do? He's like Neil Patrick Harris in How I Met Your Mother. You ask him a question, he just laughs it off. What's your work?
I think he's exercising right now. Don't you hear the noise?
Yeah, he's doing something. Depends what you count as exercise. Well, why don't we just move on to the next topic then? Oh, no.
Wait.
Hold on. Wait a minute. He's conversing with us. Okay, here we go. I got the thing to show the chat. Okay, either my mic isn't working or there's a huge delay. All right, so we have some lag issues with Otakon. We'll try to get past that.
Yeah. Oh, crap.
By the way, for those of you guys that were expecting Sir Oron to be drunk and with us, he's on AIM, and I've reminded him, but he's not responding, so we might be joined by him somewhere down the line, but not right now.
Okay, so do you personally think that guys should be more secure about their bodies? Should they give a crap?
You have to give a crap a little bit at least, just because health-wise, if you want to live long, you're going to have to give a crap about your body. But as far as feeling bad about it, you shouldn't feel bad about your body. Do what you can.
Yeah, I mean, at least take care of yourself and don't let yourself go so badly to the point where you can't, like, do anything.
Yeah. You don't want to let it get out of control. You want to keep a grasp on it early on.
Yeah.
Makes it easier down the line.
Yeah, what do you think, Otakon?
You know, if your mic's not working, just type and I'll, like, transcribe everything. I'll even give you a funny voice.
Yeah.
No, I think he's dead.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Well, unless it's just you and me, but all I hear is noise.
I hear him typing.
Yeah,
typing or like tapping the desk. Or
I think he's typing.
Getting in Morse code.
No, it's
maybe
typing.
Like a ninja came down.
It's typing. I'm certain.
I think he was kidnapped by ninjas, and he's trying to tap the desk in Morse code to tell us this. Okay, here we go. Funny voice, woo. All right, I'll have to give him a funny voice. But do you think that men should care about their body? Go, and I'll transcribe it. There must be a lag because he's not responding right away. He like takes a minute or two to hear us. He's typing. We're just waiting for his response now.
Yeah, this is gonna sound so bad, but
we're gonna have to do some editing.
Yeah, a lot of editing.
I bet he just put one letter in the fucking typing box and then it walked away, so it just looks like he's writing something. That fucking douchebag.
Care? Yeah, because Greek gods, not necessarily.
That's the voice he's getting. He's Bill Clinton now.
Or we could wait until he gets a better connection, like, and do this another day.
Awesome. He likes the Bill voice.
We should probably move on to the next topic now.
Alright. Watching a revolution broadcast live on TV is insane when you think about it. What do you guys think of the entire Egyptian situation?
Man, I haven't been keeping up with it because I don't really give a fuck, but it's pretty crazy from what I've heard. And that guy in the topic said he saw people getting napalmed, and that is never fun to see.
Well, it wasn't that bad, I mean, compared to other Middle Eastern countries. I mean, Bahrain or something like that, like, they attack their people.
Yeah, that's true, but you can't look at one thing and say, oh, well, another thing's worse, so it's not that bad, right?
No, people got killed, people got injured, but it never got to the point where, oh, we lost him, he's gone.
That's alright. It's just the two of us now.
Should we continue with the two of us? I mean,
yeah,
I don't think
we'll make it work. Let's do it.
I don't think it'll sound that well. Podcasts are supposed to have like more than.
Yeah, whatever. We'll call it a dual commentary.
Okay. We'll get through. All right. So yeah, it's pretty wild what's going on in Egypt. I mean.
Yeah, I heard one of the this is on a tangent a little bit, but one of the reasons that for U.S. military's AC-130s and stuff, the screens that they have are in infrared is because they found it's easier for soldiers to shoot at infrared people than it is if they're seeing real people running across their screens. So yeah, seeing real people get napalmed is obviously going to be a lot more of a vivid image in your mind.
Yeah, it is. I mean, nobody wants to see napalm in action.
Yeah, and when you see like people's bodies go fucking flying, and it's like that's a real person's body, and they go flying, man, or like they're on fire, that is not very happy face.
Yeah. So, do you think the people of Egypt will get what they want? I
Didn't
mean,
they already get what they want?
yes, but there's still a long process. I mean, sure, they got rid of the guy in power, but there still needs a lot to be done if they want a democracy. Like, I mean, someone from the military, could easily take it over and become the next dictator or something like that.
Yeah. We probably should have read the topic because he said he's sorry. He meant they were Molotovs and not napalm. But point still stands. It's still pretty fucking ridiculous to see people get on fire and shit. That's
Yeah, I mean, do you think they'll get what they're seeking? Like, the people want a boys. Like, they want to be like America, kind of. I mean, we
they're
have
not
a
gonna get all
boys.
the way to America status because that's a long process. But
Yeah.
they're definitely on their way.
Yeah. So, how many more revolutions will the internet create? I mean, this thing started because of like Twitter and like Facebook and all that crap, and once they took away their internet, it got like the people really rose up, and protested.
It's kind of sad when you think about it when that's the last straw.
Yeah.
It's like you can take my freedom, but you take my Facebook? Not today, bitch.
Yeah, it's pretty wild and crazy when you think about it because like in Iran, that's what happened. Like people use Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, like they use that stuff to communicate, and they really started something for a while.
Yeah, but you have to think from the government's perspective. When people are communicating and the people don't like the way the government's run, you want to probably shut that communication down. So that was probably another motive for
Yeah,
them to do that.
yeah,
I bet there was tons of like this group if you hate Mubarak.
yeah, but it worked better in Egypt than it did in Iran. Iran was able to contain the situation, but not Egypt. Like once I think in Egypt it reached the point where once they shut down the internet, it's like too late. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
agree?
Yes, I would agree.
Okay, let's move on. Unless you have anything else to say.
No, let's hit the next topic.
Yeah, this one is by that Dracula fella. I've
Alistar.
Yeah, Alistar.
Dracula.
Alistar Dracula. I've started to develop a six-pack without pills, powders, steroids, exercises.
Man, that topic fucking exploded. That's what she said topic. That was like 79 posts now.
Yeah. Well, a lot of topics are starting to explode. I mean, now that it's getting more active users.
Yeah, but then like that one's kind of like a CE topic where like as soon as religion's involved, it explodes. Like, I mean, at first it was just like I did this without anything, and then people are skeptical and he's answering questions and stuff, and then Fossil comes in and is like Christ, bitch, and hits him in the face.
Yeah.
And then it explodes. Him and Fossil argued a lot. There was like essays going back and forth. There was thesis statements flying all over the place.
Yeah, because I mean,
It's controversial.
yeah, he said he was in an all-meat diet, really.
50% beef is ridiculous.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Okay, just let's simplify the discussion. Do you believe him? Yes or no?
I don't. Well, I'm very skeptical. I mean,
So let's say you're on the fence. You're skeptical, so you're on the fence. You're not gonna say no. You're not gonna say yeah. But which way are you leaning? If a brush of wind came, which way would you fall? A brush of wind? What the fuck?
I think no. Like,
No? You'd lean no?
yeah, because
Because I'd lean yeah.
why?
Here's the thing though. I think not everything we're getting is the whole story, and so there's like
Yeah, that may be.
there's a lot of holes that make us skeptical, but I don't think he has any motive to lie. What motive does he have? He doesn't gain anything from this. He
Yeah,
doesn't really care if anybody believes him, right? So
yeah.
I'd say I'm skeptical too, but leaning towards yeah, just because what's the point if he's lying? Like, haha, I fooled some people on a private board. He doesn't even get the fame of CE as the guy who faked abs or whatever. So
Yeah,
I don't think
but
he's doing it for anything like that.
even though it's just like a smaller community, I mean, he could still want to fool people. We just don't know it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't see it as close to likely. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't understand if that was the case. I wouldn't even be able to fathom what like gains he gets from fooling like the smallest community, or not the smallest, but one of the small communities on the private boards.
it's not that small. It's like one of the larger ones out there. One of the
That's
more
true.
active.
I haven't really been in too many private boards, so
I have been
actually
in
any
like
aside from this one. So, are you in any other private boards actually?
yeah, a lot of them, and it's a lot more active. Like
Aren't about you, Mr. Fucking Popular?
Yes, I guess.
Yeah, well,
So, would you try an all meat diet?
mm, I love meat, and if I had to pick all one thing, I would definitely go with meat over like vegetables or grains or anything. But I wouldn't try an all meat diet. You'd get tired of this stuff, and there's like gout and shit. I think a lot of what the topic creator Dracula's argument hinges on is the I guess I want to call it a disease that he's facing. I think that skews a lot of it because depending upon the disease, he could react to something completely differently than what we do, right? Like what if he has some I don't know human growth hormone like difference in his body as a result of his disease, and that's why he's creating muscle out of seemingly thin air, right?
Yeah.
Without exercise. It could be something like that, and that's why everybody's like, "Oh, you can't biologically create muscle." Well, yeah, because we don't know the intricacies of his disease, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think a lot of his argument hinges on that.
So, it's just basically there's a lot of loopholes and we don't know what's the truth really.
Yeah, there's too many. Well, yeah, he's trying to convey it, but at the same time, like he probably doesn't know everything about his disease either, right?
Yeah.
And if he does, it's hard to teach someone that knows nothing about it, like tell them all the intricacies of the disease, right? And get them
Yeah.
to know what's up. So, yeah.
So, have you ever come across a story like this before? I mean, or like something like wild and controversial, like on the internet. Like, I mean,
Have I ever come across something wild and controversial on
no,
the internet?
like this one, like not like a CE topic, but something like this, where the person argued and argued about.
Where someone vehemently argues for one side. Yeah, but usually it's a troll or something, right? So I have come across it, but usually it's not as legitimate seeming as Dracula's. So I have come across it, but yeah.
Do you think this? I haven't really. I don't think so. Do you think this is like? I don't know. Do you think this is like a weird topic or like?
I think it's an awesome topic because we get so much of the "I ate a banana" topic,
Yeah.
like Facebook status quality, and just having something so random that like can get everybody to give their 2 cents on it is really good for the board itself.
Yeah.
And just it's entertaining. You can come in to check up on that topic because there's probably going to be something new posted in it. Whereas like sometimes I'll check That's What She Said like once or twice a day, and it's like, well, no new topic has been posted, and then I'll post something or I'll bump something. But yeah.
All right.
Next topic.
Yeah. Do you ever have a fear other people can read your mind? Well, do you?
I don't. Do you?
No.
Weird if he does. Who's the topic creator? Let's give him a shout out. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me find him. I can't find him.
It's like on the third page or something like that.
Underage user, which is a badass username.
Underage user.
Yesterday I saw a guy on CE who had the username awesome with a capital A, and that's just it. And I was like, damn, that's an awesome username.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so do you think people will ever be able to read minds?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna say no, but ever is a really long time.
Well, maybe not in our lifetimes, but
Well, if you count like machinery and stuff, we can technically read minds by like scanning someone's brains and seeing which part of the brain is active. Like if you show them, pictures of like very hot girls. I remember I saw a thing on the TV about this, like the area of the brain that controls like the sex drive and the testosterone, that area gets really active, and the area for logical thinking like drops in activity, which is pretty funny. They actually did a study. I have no source for this, but take my word. They did a study where they'd show guys pictures of hot girls, and then they'd show guys pictures of ugly girls, and this was subjective because it's hot and ugly. Like, what do you qualify as hot and ugly, right? But they'd show guys pictures of like celebrity-looking girls and like not celebrity-looking girls, and there's different groups obviously, and they'd take a test right after, and the guys that like had the hot girls shown to them did great, or did horrible rather. Guys that had the ugly girls did fine, and that's because they realized that when they show guys pictures of hot girls, that they stop thinking for the long term, and they start thinking very, very short term. That was the main difference that they realized, and they're like, well, that's something that people have always suspected, because like if you go to a casino, who's serving you drinks? It's really hot girls, and what's in the drinks is alcohol, and it's all to skew your judgment so that it's very, very short term and not long term, because they want to make a profit, right?
yeah.
So Uh, yeah, that that's like sort of reading the mind if you like look at it from a brain activity point of view, using machines to tell us what people are thinking. But as far as like answering questions before someone asks them because you read their mind with your eyes or something, I think that's pretty not gonna happen.
Or if you can tell like a girl likes you or not, or like something like that. Just
Yeah,
think about it. Or
yeah. See, like again, if you like read her body language, then sure, but you can't read her mind.
yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. You answered the other one, the other question. What benefits can come from mind reading, and would those benefits be a good thing? You answered that right, pretty much.
Man, I think there'd be more cons than benefits to mind reading, because then the first thing is, as soon as we discover mind reading, the first thing they're gonna use it for is war. Like that is right when we discover something new, it's like, all right, we got a head start on this. We're gonna turn it into a weapon and we're gonna use it, and it'd be like they'd start reading the minds of presidents and stuff. I don't think we're gonna get there, but if the technology existed, that would be a disaster. And like, yeah, it would far outweigh the benefits. The benefits would be like, I don't even think there would be benefits. People's privacy would be gone. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, yeah. That would
Terrible.
suck if like everyone knows what you're thinking.
And it's like, yeah. And I think it goes for everybody. We think about some pretty crazy shit here and there, and
Yeah,
never really mean it. So,
yeah, and I don't think people want to know like what kind of crazy shit you're thinking about. Like, do you really want to know what some guy is turned on by? And
yeah, definitely not. Do not want to even
yeah,
delve into that territory.
yeah,
Um, I actually saw this YouTube video. It's like a Norwegian film. It's like a short story, and it's pretty cool. Like this guy, the whole basis is he's looking for a nemesis in real life, and he wants to discover superpowers. And the reason that reminds me of it is because he'd sit on a bus and just think, and in his mind he would yell really loudly and like really really loudly, and he'd try to see if anybody reacts to it. And maybe I'll put the link in the topic, or like you can put the link in the description. Is this going up on YouTube?
yeah.
Yeah, you can probably put the link in the description. I'll find the video. I guess you can find the link later too. So is that it? Are we cutting this one off early because we lost a lot of men on the way?
We lost only one really.
Well, Sir Oron was gonna get drunk and come on, and obviously he was killed in the process. He got drunk and passed out somewhere.
Yeah.
Left his name on and everything.
I mean, do you think this would be interesting, just us two talking?
Well, what else do you wanna
Well,
talk about?
there's the Ask Us Anything questions, but I guess we could just give this as a sneak peek.
All right, let's talk about something else. I have a question.
Yes.
I mentioned that underage user was a badass username and awesome was a badass username. If you could have an alternate and you can have whichever username you want, even if it's already taken, what username would you take
What username? Oh, this
for an alternate?
is a tough one.
Do you have any alternates at the moment?
I have like 9, but I don't really use them. Well, I do.
I don't have a single alternate account. My user map is just me forever alone by myself.
Well, I do have an account called Take Off Your Bra. That
That's pretty good.
Yeah, they made like a long ass time ago, and I don't really.
Okay, wait. Here's the crux of that. Is it all together? Is it separated by underscores, or is this
Underscores.
the time when it was spaces? Oh, see, if it's not spaces, then it doesn't look as cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I found the short film
Okay.
called Nemesis.
Okay, so what about the Ask Us Anything questions?
Yeah, go ahead, ask them. What are they? I don't.
Wait, who is that? Someone I am. Did someone just I am us?
I am. I sent the link to the film.
Oh, okay. So first question from Fraser Crane. Just what did she say?
Oh man, I don't know. What did she say? I think she said Error was a beast.
That's what she said. All right, that one sucked.
Yeah. Underage user asked, "Is mayonnaise an instrument?"
No.
Really? You think no? Because I think if you took the top of a pop, like a 2-liter pop can bottle, and
Maybe you
cut
should
that
look that up on YouTube.
off. No, if we cut the top of the pop of a pop bottle off, and then screwed that onto the top of a jar of mayonnaise and blew it like a jar, then it could be an instrument. So is mayonnaise an instrument? Possibly.
But the mayonnaise is inside, right? You're not like gonna throw the mayonnaise out and then just use the jar, right? Because you could do that with any jar.
Depending on how much mayonnaise you leave in the jar, it would make a different noise. So it's a possibility. If this was MythBusters, I'd say it's plausible.
Hmm, let's see. What's up with Cookie 606?
What's up with? I have no idea who that is. And then I think Cookie said he was a big deal, and I was like, I don't know that. I don't go on That's What She Said that much, but yeah, I must have missed that one.
All right.
It's a cool username too, aside from the 606, unless that's like an area code. But random numbers kind of throw off usernames.
Yeah. All right. He asked 2 questions. What is science?
What is science?
Yeah, that's one of his questions.
Fucking magnets, man. How do they work? I don't know.
Yeah, stuff like that. Scientific method and all that. Why are you where you are? What?
I am where I am because Swordmaster 13X offered to do a podcast, and I wanted to be a part of it because podcasts are fun. But then Suroron and Otakon had to go and blow it, and now it's like a fucking 2-person thing. It's like a dual commentary now.
It really isn't Otakon's fault. I mean, he was here, but
His
his
internet service provider fucked him over or something
Yeah.
like that.
All right. Next question from Rakaputra. Do you think the Egyptian revolution unfairly got much more media coverage than Tunisia's?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Egypt versus Tunisia. You know, just geographically, some areas that are going to be advertised more in the United States because people like are just in North America and South America in general. You know, if you say Egypt to someone, they know it's a place. You say Tunisia, and they're like, "Bless you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, Rakaputra also asked in the Ask Anything topic, what got us into video games?
Video games are fun.
What was the first video game you ever played? Do you know, or the first one that you had?
Super Mario Brothers 3 for the Nintendo, the original Nintendo, I think.
I remember playing Super Mario Brothers 3 too, but I think my favorite video game, and still to this day, it's probably one of my favorite, was Chrono Trigger. That video game is awesome. That's one of the best.
Yeah, that's
ever.
one of the best.
And this is coming from a guy who hates the Final Fantasy series, so yeah.
Yeah, all right. Now we got a bunch of questions from Phazon Weapon.
That's a pretty cool username too.
Yeah. What's your favorite vegetable? Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, really? Isn't that a fruit because it has seeds? It's like it's in the here and there kind of thing.
All right, corn then.
Kind of want to say carrots, but not really. What is that? Is it like pickled horseradish that comes with Vietnamese dishes? That's pretty cool too.
Pickled horseradish.
It's not horseradish. It's something else. I forget what it's called. Oh, a daikon. That's the stuff. Pickled daikon. That shit's awesome. But I'm gonna go with carrots as just a good default.
All right. What kind of superpowers would you like?
Oh man, I had like a topic about. I think I might have made the topic about this on That's What She Said. But I want ice powers.
I think I want super speed.
Super speed would be pretty fucking badass.
Yeah. Because I can
Like-
dodge a lot of bullets and like nobody would know what I was doing if I went super fast. Nobody could spot me.
Yeah, you could probably steal a bunch of shit too.
Yeah.
Which is always fun. Would you rather have ice powers or fire powers? Though? This is my topic from back in the day, but I'm curious.
Well, with ice powers you can freeze everything, and with fire powers you could throw flames at people. But wouldn't your hands burn? But then again,
Well, no.
wouldn't
You
your
could say the same thing about the speed one. You can't
Yeah.
go so fast because then your organs will get fucked up.
yes?
Assuming that you're immune to whatever power you have,
Well,
which means you could probably jump into a fire if you're a fire person, you know. But here's the reason I pick ice, because fire is all cool, ice is all cool. They're pretty equal on most terms, but with ice, you can create solid ice, right? So you could like create a platform to fucking walk on and shit, and make bridges and shit, and like create a ice hammer. Whereas fire, it's more, it's verging on intangible because of like, you know.
you destroy.
Yeah, you destroy. You don't hit, but you flame at it.
Also, within ice powers, you can create like an ice palace or something like that.
Exactly. You can just fucking ice walls all around you.
Ice maze.
But we digress. Next
Yeah.
question.
All right.
Based on weapon is, what are you currently doing for a living? You first.
All right. Well, I'm working. One job as an assistant track coach for my old high school, and the other job is I'm a weekend porter, where I just
What's a porter?
well, this is more of a temporary job since I kind of need like money and stuff. All right, what I do is I work for this apartment building, and I basically take trash out and collect garbage, put it in a room, and then like on Sunday I take the trash out outside. Really, that's it.
I think that's called a janitor.
Well, no.
No lemon pledge. I'm gonna call you Consuela.
No,
I'm
I
kidding,
don't.
but
I
if
don't
it's
really.
hey, if it smells like a janitor and tastes like a janitor and sounds like a janitor, it's probably a janitor.
Well, is it,
Hey man, if it's good money, I don't blame you. I'm just breaking
no, it's
your
just a
bones.
weekend job, really. It's just a weekend job.
Uh,
Yeah, but I don't want to do it like long term. I want to get something else. I'm trying to get something else.
see, no lemon pledge. I'm going to school and I don't have a job yet. I used to, but now I don't. And I'm just doing college. I'm in doing business management, taking some classes and stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I got a 45 out of 50 on my economics midterm. Fuck yeah.
All right. What do you look for in a girl/boy?
Attractiveness, and she gets my jokes. If she gets my jokes, she's pretty good. She's on the inside at that point.
Well, for a girl, I would like someone that's interesting and doesn't like bore me or, I mean, I want her to be cute, but she also has to be someone that can really interest me, like someone that can joke around and, is up for anything and not someone boring.
Yeah. What's a celebrity that you think would fit that role? Just
Celebrity.
give an example. Obviously, it's an exaggeration, but it's like, for comparison's sake.
I don't know. I mean, I don't when I think of a girl, I don't really think of celebrities because no, because I don't know, celebrities aren't people that I really care about because they're always in the news.
Okay.
They're always in the news all the time, and why should I give a shit if
I don't mean about the person. I mean
yeah,
physical looks wise and
looks.
I don't know. I guess maybe a little bit of personality.
Yeah, I don't really think about that.
All right, let's
See.
skip it then. Do you play any sports, or have you in the past? I think you're a track star, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I run track. I still run.
Nice. Is that it? That's the only sport?
I played soccer for a year.
Yeah, running is useful in soccer.
Yeah.
I used to wrestle in high school. I have a gold and a silver, and I play hockey just casually, like street hockey kind of stuff, with a ball, not a puck. But I'm thinking this summer I'm gonna get into ice hockey a little bit more. So yeah.
All right. If you could eat anything right now, what would it be?
Okay. Bear. Just so I know what bear tastes like.
Well, I would eat a moose. Yeah.
Really? You
No.
just ripped my answer and switching it from a bear to a moose.
No. I wouldn't really eat a moose. I'd eat I don't know. I mean,
What's one of the best things you've ever eaten from a place?
well, I really like pasta.
Any specific dish that you remember?
Baked
Awesome?
baked seed is pretty good. Pizza when it's cooked right is pretty good.
I think I don't know. We never really eat bear, and I kind of wanted to know what bear tastes like. I was thinking about this the other day. This is why I bring it up. But going along with what the question was really asking, probably the Vietnamese from 3 blocks away. That Vietnamese food is so fucking good. I love it.
All right. Next question. This far into the podcast questions. How do you feel about the podcast in general?
That's a perfect fucking question.
Yeah.
Oh man, you want to go or should I?
I'll go first. Well, I kind of wish there was more people on it, and it's gonna be a bitch to edit because of all the silence and all that, and everything that happened with Otako or Otakon. Yeah, Otakon. So
I don't think there was that much silence. Just when we were waiting for Otakon to answer a question, there was silence because he was lagging and then he couldn't type or whatever.
yeah,
Or
so
wasn't
it's
sending a message. So that early part shouldn't be too difficult to edit. What do I think of the podcast? I would also have enjoyed more people. It's a shame Oron couldn't make it and Otakon's internet bummed out. More people would have helped, but I think it was pretty good for without that. Like there's pretty funny moments. I'm enjoying it so far. So
yeah, it's pretty
hopefully
nice.
everybody else enjoys it too, and hopefully people that got shoutouts enjoy their shoutouts.
Yeah.
And the next question, great segue, is do you like Phazon Weapon?
He
just instigated his own shoutout.
Yeah, he's cool.
That bastard. His signature picture is awesome. It's a little Togepi, and it's holding a banana, and it's like, you've interrupted my banana for this? and I enjoy it every time I see it. So Faison Weapon, yes, I do like you, and Togepi has a lot to do with it.
Alright, next question from underage user. 10 trillion lions versus the United States Army. Hiding underground is not an option. Arthur, prepare. Wide open field. Each of them 1 mile apart in their battlefield. An army guy can only fight with what he can carry. I saw this topic before on CE. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm gonna go with 10 trillion lions, because first of all, hour to prepare isn't enough time to prepare for shit, let alone 10 trillion lions. Ignoring the fact that there was 10 trillion lions and the U.S. Army completely didn't notice this until an hour before the lions attacked. Yeah, the lions are gonna win this one.
Also, wasn't there like an argument that like the lions would cover the entire planet and they would have to?
Dude, 10 trillion lions is more than enough to cover the entire surface area of the
Yeah,
Earth.
they have to be on top of each other. So where would the army be?
Well, here's the thing though. There's a clause at the end of that sentence that says, wide open field, each of them 1 mile apart, is the battlefield. So each lion's 1 mile apart, but fine, you can kill the first 10,000. There's 10 trillion lions. They're gonna get to you and they're gonna kill you. Maybe after, I don't know, like around 50,000 of them, you'll start to form a wall of dead lion bodies that might keep the lions out. And maybe they might go cannibal and start eating their other like dead lions, and maybe lose their appetite. But that's the only hope the U.S. Army has. Kill the lions early, stack them up in some sort of sandbag type lion wall, and use the lion wall to protect themselves from further lions.
Alright, last question from K Yuppie. What's the weather like?
Let me pull the curtain back here. It's dark, cold, and yeah, it's not really raining, but it did rain earlier, so it's got that cold feeling everywhere. Very cold wind.
Actually, today was a nice day. It was like 60 degrees. I'm from New Jersey, and like we
Are you
had.
living in New Jersey now, or like?
Yes. No, I'm living in New Jersey. Like we had a crap load of snow, for about a month and a half, and it's nice that it's finally like a nice week. Like this whole week's been like nice.
Yeah, the first nice sunny week after like a winter fucked like January is pretty nice.
Yeah, the snow's finally gone. The snow's been here since like Christmas. It's just like starting. Like it's just like I can actually see grass. Like there's like barely any snow for the first time since like Christmas.
Wow. I live in British Columbia, so
yeah.
In case people are wondering, because finding out what the weather was like without like any area, not useful.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was the last Ask Anything question, right?
Yeah, that's it.
It's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Anyways, I had a good time. Thank you for joining me, Cube Master.
This is G Cube Master or Bill signing out.
This is Sword Master signing out. See you, and hope
Why
people
would
like
you
it.
steal my signing out line, you jackass?
I
With your own shit.
I can come up with my own shit. Anyways, good night, everybody.